Ladies and ugly men, Handsome Contreras here. Welcome to Handsome Island. This is Watch Me Make It, where I talk mindset, money, and real estate. Yes, we talking money today. We talking bread, and not in a good way. Man, oh man. You know what they say, right? What you don't track often lacks, right? So if you're not keeping toll on what's going on, what's coming in, what's coming out, especially when it comes to business, things get a little bit tricky. And that's where I find myself today. So I was applying for new finances. As I said before, I use business funding, such as business credit cards, business lines of credit, business loans, and things of that nature to fund my many businesses. So one thing about that is that you're always looking for more money. You're always creating relationships with different community banks, different big banks. I join masterminds. I deal with people that know people, and I even pay to play for some of them. I'm in a really good program right now. And this dude actually set me up with some people that lend good money, right? And we were going over the finances, and they just asked me questions about the business, and they noticed I haven't tracked since like May. So she's like, hey, like, where's your money at this time? I go, how's business going? And I said, I think good. I'm afloat, right? Ooh, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Listen, man, if you ain't tracking, you're slacking. I'll tell you right now, it get ugly quick. I looked, and I'm in the red. I'm in the red, man. I'm not proud of that. I'm not happy. I see a lot of negligence there. I can't blame anybody but myself, right? It's not like I'm over here saying, oh, the economy, oh, this and that. Nah, man. Yes, the economy has taken a dive. Yes, my businesses are suffering because of it. But for me not keeping track, I've also been spending more than I should, which led me to, hey, man, let's get things back in track and let's get to 2023 like we said we would. Remember, this is the last 92 days of the year. We gear up to get it right, and let's get everything in order. I was so focused on the mental stuff, which is very important. Mindset comes before the money, hence why it's mindset, money, then real estate. You can't have one without the other, but you can't have any without this, without the mindset. So I've been focused on that and trying to get my things in order, and I realized that may be probably why my mindset's a little bit off, because I'm messing up on the money side. Went over the paperwork, looked at different things, and I said, hey, it's back to basics, baby. Whenever you feel you're going off course, I don't care what it is, it's usually because the basics are not being implemented. I learned that this week when I was in that cold calling camp. Once you get comfortable, which I said, that's me. I actually got comfortable. You forget the basics. You veer off it. You think you know too much. But if you're not tracking things, you're going to always be in this kind of predicament. I'm a testament to it. This is what I'm telling you right now. I'm being open. I'm being honest. So back to basics. One of the things we do in Inner Wiring, we implement the system out of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, one of my favorite books. When people ask me all the time my top 5 books, it's usually in there. And the reason is T. Harv Eker is real big on mindset, right? Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, not millionaire secrets, the millionaire's mind. And it's all about how to gear up to get your money straight. Because if your foundation is off, you're off. And in Inner Wire, we actually use his system. Matter of fact, I'll put the book in the links because, I think it's a really good buy. Get on it. I've listened to the audiobook twice and read the book once. I'm telling you, man, like, you always get a new nugget out of it, and I actually have it on my reading list for the end of December, so it's a good thing to do. But let me explain the system to you. We go deeper in Inner Wiring. I actually hold your hand through it. I look over your finances because the splits are a little bit difficult for people at first. I'm gonna give you the splits, and then you're gonna be like, damn, how can you do that? You can, but sometimes you gotta start off with different percentages. So the way his program works is this: 50%, that's 50% of income goes to living expenses. Meaning, if you make $100K a year, 50K of that is all you have for living expenses. I know. You're like, I live in New York. Yes, I know, but that's how the system works. In the program, we kind of alter it here and there, but for here, this is the basics of it. You can do what you want with it. Please get the book. Please read the book. Please implement what's in the book, because every time that I have, and I've stayed on that course, I've been good. Every time I think I know what I know, I fall off. Human nature though. Get right back on that horse, baby. You never fail. You only fail when you quit. Remember that. So 50% is for living expenses. Now, that leaves you with the other 50%. So in this $100,000 example, which is what we're gonna use, $100,000 after taxes for all of you that are like, 100K, but what about it? It's $100K after taxes, man. Get out of my face. Let's just use simple numbers, all right? I'm trying to make this simple for everybody. 50,000 living expenses, meaning insurance, mortgage, gas, phone, car payment, all the things you need or feel you need to live by. Now the other 50, we split into 5 different categories. Number 1 is something everybody's familiar with, your financial freedom account, aka pay yourself first. I'll go deeper into it, but let me just break down the accounts right now. The FFA, which is a financial freedom account, is number 1. Number 2, another 10%, goes to your long-term savings account. This is typically for like trips and anything that you really see down the line that you want to build towards, but we'll talk about that. Number 3 is your play account, because just as much as you save, you should be playing. Money is energy. If you treat it like, I can't let it go, I can't be around it, it's gonna run away from you, just like a relationship. Number 4 is your giving account. Yes, being charitable is necessary, all right? We don't just make all this money to put it in our pockets. And if you do, sorry to say, I think eventually it catches up, and not in a good way. And last but not least, my favorite account, and every time I say it's my favorite, people think I'm out of my damn mind, but I like to learn, is your education account. So let's go over those in detail. Your financial freedom account. This is the pay yourself first account. You never, touch this money. 10% away, put it in an account. If you want to use jars like he says with cash, it's a little risky, but I kind of do this myself. Not in a jar, just in another peculiar place. Your financial freedom account is what you are going to use only if a great opportunity to purchase a business that will create passive income crosses your path. So the same money you're gonna spend because you're in a bind, or money you want to touch because there's a great opportunity to buy a new crypto. I invest in crypto, so I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I'm being honest. This is not for that. This is for the surefire opportunity. Number 2, your long-term savings account. This is for like a vacation. Let's say you got like a dream vacation you want to take, and you just don't have the finances right now. Well, you should be saving toward it. The problem with us is we'll grab a credit card and it's like, yo, I've been dying to go to Bali. Bang, 5 racks. Yeah! And now you're in debt. With a long-term savings account, you give yourself the opportunity to actually have the money there to spend and not have to think twice about it. It's a rewarding system, right? Because you see it and you see it building up and you're like, yo, bro, ooh, that trip is $3,500. I'm at $2,908. Whoa, I'm right there. You get excited, right? You earn it. The problem with a lot of people these days is we ain't earning anything. Ask me how I know. This can also be to buy a house, pay for schooling. It's long-term, right? So whatever needs to be long-term goes into this account and only gets touched for those purposes. The play account. This is one people really love. This is number 3, but some people put this at number 1. But your play account is usually what you save to have fun, man. Use it on date night. Use it to go to like some kind of event you want to see. Every week, you're going to take 10% away and put it into your play account. You can let it accumulate, but never go past a month. That's the trick. You have to have fun at least once a month. If you like going once a week, you can play that money, but I just wouldn't do it. You want to make sure you save it and you earn it. Take yourself out. Take your girl out. Take your mom out. Take whoever. Have a joyous moment, but have fun. The play account, me personally, because I'm sort of boring to people, I've always used it for films. I love to go to the theater. It's my joy. There's nothing like having money there to go to the movie theater, go bowling. These are things I like to do, man. Sorry, I'm kind of boring, right? That's my playtime. I use it with my daughter as well, right? Like that's our playtime. So anything that I do with her usually comes out of the play account. The one that people mainly struggle with because we are selfish creatures. Number 4, the giving account. Yes, where charity comes. This is 10%. Some people play with it and make it 5%. I wouldn't advise it, but do whatever brings your soul peace. Doesn't bring my peace because I know that energy is energy in, energy out. Karma comes and goes. It doesn't have to be a charity. This is something I try to explain to people as well. Charitable events, it could be a family member in need. Your cousin is really struggling right now to pay their rent. How dope would it feel to have that 10% just sitting there knowing like, yo, you know what? I got to give this to charity. That's my charitable event this time. I'm going to take care of a family member that really needs it. God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, does not like greed. It does not enjoy hoarders. Anytime I've fallen back from my charitable donations, I've seen it backfire higher. As a matter of fact, I gotta check if I've been giving enough to charity. I might not, and that may be where all my trouble has been coming from lately. Wow, I didn't even think about that, man. It didn't even cross my mind until right now. Yes, I have to give. Be kind, take care of somebody. We're about to go into a recession, or we're in a recession, and people are really suffering. So if you can actually help somebody out, you don't know, man, that energy transfer is something golden. And last but not least, my favorite, the education account. Once you stop growing, you start dying in every single possible way. You will never ever learn everything you need to know. It's impossible, especially if you're looking to build businesses that have grand impacts on the world. Not just yourself, not just your family. If you're really looking to have an impact, you need to keep on learning, continue to get better, keep adding skill sets to your repertoire. That's going to be a big difference when the recession really starts to hit. People need to advance their skills. Whether you want to go to a seminar, whether you want to do some continuing ed, if you want to add another skill to your skill set for a particular business you're in. If you want to pay to learn how to do this, I need like a video program to invest in. I got to know what cameras to buy and all this stuff. That's educational product. I allot it from there. I'm big on seminars. I'm big on books. I'm big on taking courses. Like this ain't, oh, courses are being washed out. I don't care. I love courses. That's where I've learned a lot of what I know. Education to me is key. I read books all the time. I like audiobooks. They're dope, right? They make things easier. But again, I'm a little old school. I like to write in my book. I like to do certain things, highlight and remember things, little earmarks and stuff like that. But this is where all that's going to come from, man. You cannot progress in life and get better if you stop learning. You just can't. That's usually where you see people start to lose a sense of purpose and they really get stuck. It's typically because you're not learning anything new. The brain feeds off growth. And if not, you start feeding disease. I know it sounds like a bunch of hoorah stuff and Hanson's making this up. I wish I were. How about you don't take the chance? Go educate yourself. That right there is how I handle my finances. I will keep on doing it. I actually have my own Excel sheet that I created where it automatically does it for me. I did this while I was in the car biz. I was struggling to like always divide it and know whatever way you got to do, just get it done. Grab the book, read it. If you're into audiobooks, listen to it. It's one of the best books dealing with finance and mindset. T. Harv Eker is great. I actually been to the events. It's a dope experience, man. He does a lot of woo-woo stuff and it's like, I have a millionaire mind. It's all based in NLP and those practices. Kind of what Tony Robbins does. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks once again for joining me. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it and grow together. You know what I mean? If you're looking to kick negativity, do yourself a favor. Drop kick that subscribe button. Hit the like. Give me a comment. Say, yo, Guapo, can you talk about this? Yo, can we talk about that? Da-da-da-da-da. Listen, I feed off of you guys. I'm here to serve you. Pause. So whatever you need, we get it done. All right? God is good. God is grand. God is great. Stay favored. Yeah.